Embrace the target. We first saw that motto in action during training camp. Well, Carolina Panthers head coach Ron Rivera mentioned another good old-fashioned saying on his weekly conference call. To be the champs, you gotta beat the champs. Flashback to last season. You may recall Philadelphia going to Carolina in Week 6. Doug Peterson addressed the significance of that win, saying that they're going to need another complete game to come out on top this Sunday. As we dive right into Eagles 360 presented by Xfinity.
You know, we were fortunate enough to come away with a victory on the road, and this year, really, quite honestly, it's no different. I mean, you know, two good football teams, two aggressive style defenses. You know, you're going to see, RPO game by the Panthers. You're going to see 22 McCaffrey kind of all over the field. I mean, it's a good test for not only the defense, but offensively. This is probably one of the bigger fronts we're going to see all season long, and they're very aggressive downhill guys. Kuechly's a smart linebacker, really anticipates and knows where we're going to be, and so it's going to be have to be a complete game if we expect to win. So yeah, it's going to be it's really a good test for us to see where we are, in Week 7.
Carson Wentz keeps going up. His numbers, confidence, conditioning, everything is on the rise. Currently 9th in the league in completion percentage. He's thrown just one interception in 158 attempts. He's also won 13 of his 16 starts at the Link, with the Carolina Panthers looking for their first win on the road this season.
Yeah, you almost had to picture it. Coach normally says play the game in your mind before it happens, and for me, I can almost see it for Carson. The way he just comes in and really doesn't let anything faze him. The guy can go through any nick and bruise and still elevate his game previous as to what he did the previous week. And I think that's what makes him a special player. He can bounce back, he can throw an interception and still be the Carson that we all know, as far as the next game goes on.
I think he's one of the best players in the entire league, regardless of position. That's how highly I think of him. As he goes, we kind of go a lot of the times. We don't want to put that pressure on him, but he's that talented.
Zach Ertz is making some serious noise of his own, leading all tight ends in targets, receiving yards, and is second in the entire league in receptions. Deeper than that, his 48 receptions through 6 games are the most by a tight end in 19 years. Ertz said they finally have a game they can point to as a true reflection of who they are. Now looking to build off that in Week 7.
Just trying to make plays when the ball is in there. Trying to get open as often as possible. Playing with the same quarterback for 3 years now helps. Getting everyone else back so defenses aren't just focusing on me. It's not just me doing my job. There's a lot of things that are contributing to that number. But 3-3, we're not exactly where we want to be at. I trade 10 catches to be 6-0 right now.
Former Ohio State quarterback turned wide receiver Braxton Miller is running the Eagles scout team this week, simulating Cam Newton, who has completed a career-high 66% of his attempts this season, many of which to Christian McCaffrey, who has a team-high 34 catches.
I give a good look to the defense. That's what they want, and that's what they ask me to do, so I give my good effort. Go out there and play loose, man, just be yourself.
Jason Peters suffered a biceps injury in the Eagles' win Thursday, but he didn't miss any practice time this week and don't expect him to miss the game on Sunday. The Eagles know they can count on him.
He's a Hall of Famer, so he makes things a lot real easy. He's always, super cool, and he doesn't put himself above. We're all brothers in that old line room.
I think he's still extremely productive and playing at a very high level. So. And I don't get into all the injuries. I'm not a doctor, but that guy is a warrior. You know how he is. He just keeps playing and playing and playing.
He's doing good. He's been banged up a little bit this season, unfortunately. But that guy's one of the best. The best player I've ever played football with. And for him to continue to go through it with what he's been dealing with, and he's a special player. I can't say enough good things about that guy, and I'll go to battle with him any day of the week.
So what's on the menu Friday? Danielle, let's roll. Thanks to Amoroso's 10:30 a.m. Doug Peterson steps to the mic, followed by another edition of Eagles 360 presented by Xfinity. And of course, you don't want to forget to subscribe to the Eagles on the Record podcast channel. It's the only place where you can listen to the assistant coach availability from this week. See you then.